Any person really, but when I think about
Hey,
special
Cora,
needs kids,
I'm a partner at Neuroneeds,
being
and
able to
I'm
be
really
yourself,
pleased to welcome
that's
Dr.
the
Chris
best gift you
Abildgaard
can
to our
give.
podcast
That's
today.
right. Just being free.
This is going to be a
to
very
go as you wanna
interesting
go and do
discussion.
what you want to do and have everyone
The
say, "I'm
topic
with
is
you."
allow
Let's do
mental
it.
exercises
And
through everyday
protecting that
activities. Now, before
from
we get into
relatives
that,
or
I'm going to
friends
ask
who
Dr.
may
Chris,
not
as he
value
prefers
that.
to be called,
Because
to tell us a little bit about
kind of have
himself,
to,
his
we go on this
practice, what his
journey of
areas
ours
of
where we're
interest
learning
are,
about our kids and we're
and let
getting to
people know where you
understand them and their
practice, because
needs,
we
and
could
we've
have
learned a
people
lot and
watching
we've
from
grown
all
a
over
lot
the
in the
place.
process.
Thank you.
Not everybody has taken
Absolutely.
that
Well,
journey.
listen, good
And not
morning,
everybody
everybody. Thank
understands
you for
that.
having
And
me on.
so,
This is
as
such
an
an honor and
adult, if we
pleasure.
can not
My name is
only
Dr. Chris
let our
Abildgaard.
kids
I'm the
get
director
to
and
be
owner of the
themselves,
Social
but
Learning Center.
also to
And we're actually a
protect
small
their
clinic
ability
here
to
in
be
Cheshire,
themselves
Connecticut.
from anybody who may
I have been in this
maybe
location
unintentionally
for about
try
the
to take
past
that away from them.
7 years
That's
here in
super important.
Cheshire practicing. But I've been
As
in
always,
private
consult your
practice since
physician
about
before trying any of
2008.
our products. For more information,
So when I'm not
visit
here at the clinic, I am
neuroneeds.com.
also
We would
a
appreciate it if you
clinical
would like,
assistant
share, and
professor at the
subscribe.
University of
Thanks for
Hartford
being part of our
in
journey.
the psychology and school psychology departments, which I
Any
also
person
love.
really, but when I think about
So
special
yeah,
needs
I'm excited
kids,
to be here this morning and
being able to
talk
be
about
yourself,
mental
that's the
exercise and what
best
that all
gift you
means,
can
and
give them.
That's right. Just
some
being
other thoughts I
free
have around
to
neurodiversity.
go as you want to go,
Great.
do as you
So
want to
let's
do,
get
and
into
have
that.
everyone
When you say
"I'm with you."
allow mental
Let's do it.
exercises through
And
everyday
protecting
activities,
that
let's start at a high level.
from
What do you mean by that?
relatives or friends
You know,
who may not
that's
value
a really good
Because
question. I wrote an article
kind of have to,
a little while
we go on
back
this
around
journey
this
of ours
topic.
where we're
And
learning about our
really,
kids and we're getting to
it was
understand them and
to
their needs, and
allow
we've learned a
parents
lot and we've
almost
grown a
give
lot in the
permission
process. Not everybody has
to
taken
have
that
kids
journey,
problem solve
and
on
not
their
everybody
own.
understands that.
You know,
And
to
so,
allow
as an
them
adult,
to
if
look
we
at
can not only
situations and
let our kids
manage
get to be
situations
themselves, but also
and even
to
come up with
protect
solutions that
their
may not
ability
always
to be
work.
themselves from anybody
But
who may
what I am finding in my practice
maybe
today is that we try to
unintentionally
solve so
try to
many
take that
things
away from
for
them.
kids and
That's
students
super important.
that we don't
As
allow that
always,
actual
consult your
mental
physician before
exercise to
trying
really even
any of
happen.
our products. For more information,
So,
visit
what that
neuroneeds.com.
means is
We
then
would
they
appreciate
don't
it
know
if you
how
would
to
like,
solve
share, and
problems on their
subscribe.
own.
Thanks for being part of our journey.
And what ends up happening is what's really interesting is we see, so here at the
Any
clinic
person
we
really,
see
but when I think about
clients
special
anywhere
needs
between the
kids,
ages of 3 and 4
being
up
able to be
to
yourself,
adulthood and through
that's the
adulthood. And I work
best gift you
with a
can
lot
give.
of our young adults.
That's right. Just being free to
And
go as
the
you
young
want to
people
go and do as
today
you want to do
tend
and
to
have
be
everyone
very
say, "I'm with you."
dependent on others
Let's
in
do it.
their environment
And protecting
to
that from
help problem
relatives
solve.
or friends
They get
who may
stuck.
not
They get
value
anxious.
that. Because
And I'm really
kind of have
seeing over the
to,
course of
we
the
go on this
years,
journey of ours where we're learning about our kids
whether
and
it be
we're
a
getting to
generational
understand
thing,
them and
whether
their
it
needs, and
be
we've learned a lot and we've grown a lot in the process.
just
Not everybody
how
has taken
students
that
are
journey,
learning
and
in
not
order to
everybody
problem
understands
solve.
that. And so,
They
as an
struggle
adult,
with that.
if
They
we
struggle
can
with
not
making
only
decisions.
let our
You know, even
kids
sometimes
get to be
relatively
themselves,
simple
but
decisions.
also
You know, what do I
to
want for breakfast? What do I
protect
want
their
for
ability
dinner?
to be themselves from anybody
I'm
who
finding
may
that a lot of people today, young
maybe
people, are just afraid of
unintentionally
making
try to take
mistakes.
that away from
I
them.
think you're right. You gave an
That's super
example in that
important.
article that really struck
As
me
always,
because
consult your physician
it's
before
just so
trying any
common.
of our
Mom
products.
says to daughter,
For more
we got to get
information,
rolling,
visit
run upstairs and get your
neuroneeds.com.
sneakers. I don't know.
We would
You may
appreciate
remember
it
this.
if you would like,
And so
share,
the daughter
and
comes
subscribe.
running downstairs with her
Thanks for being
headsets
part of
on, and
our
the mom
journey.
says, I told you to get your shoes. Right? And
Any person
what the
really,
article
but
went
when I
on to
think
say
about
is,
special needs kids,
maybe the mom
being
should have
able to
said,
be
let's
yourself,
reframe the scenario.
that's the best
Are you
gift
forgetting
can give
something?
them.
Or
That's right.
point
Just
to
being
the
free
shoes.
to
Yes,
go
yes.
as you want to go
So
and do as you want to do and have everyone
what happens
say,
in that
"I'm with you."
situation is the daughter
Let's
now
do it.
feels badly,
And
mom's yelling at
protecting
her,
that
making her
from
feel stupid,
relatives
and
or
to
friends
boot, we're
who
going to
may
be
not
late, thanks a
value
lot.
that.
How
Because
can we reframe a situation
to-
like that
We go on
to
this
make it
journey
more
of ours where we're
positive for
learning
all?
about our kids and we're getting
You
to
know,
understand them and their needs.
that
and we've
happens
learned
every
a lot,
day.
we've
That
grown a
happens
lot
in my
process.
household, right?
Not
You know,
everybody has taken that
life
journey.
is very
Not everybody
rushy.
understands
We all
that.
have
And
places
so,
to be
as an
and
adult,
things
if we
to
can
be
not
doing.
only let our
If
kids
we could just
get to
take
be themselves,
just a few
but
seconds,
also to protect
when the child is
their
coming
ability
back
to be
downstairs
themselves
after
from
being
anybody who
reminded,
may
hey, grab your shoes, you know, we gotta
maybe
get going.
unintentionally
And they come down
try to
without the
take that
shoes
away
on.
from them.
If we could stop and
super
take a look at the feet,
As always,
look back
consult
up at
your
the child,
physician
look at the
before
feet
trying
again, and
any of
say,
our products.
hey, I'm
For
thinking
more
that you might be
information,
missing
visit
something.
neuroneeds.com. We would appreciate
Just
it
that
if you would
mental
like, share, and
exercise,
subscribe.
working that
Thanks for being
executive
part of our
function
journey.
part of the brain is huge.
Any
It's
person
huge.
really.
And then
when I think about special needs kids,
our hope is they go, oh, you're right, and they run
being
back
able to be
upstairs and they get
yourself,
it.
that's the best gift. you
But
can
this
give
is
them.
this is
That's
something
right. Just
that we
being
need,
free
especially
to,
the adults,
to go as you want to go
in
and do as you want to
a
do
young
and have
person's life.
everyone say, I'm
They have
with
to be
you.
patient.
Let's do it.
And
They have
protecting
to be
that
able to
from
recognize that this is going to
relatives or
have to
friends who
occur
may not
over and
value
over and
that.
over again.
because
It's like going to the
Kinda
gym.
have
I mean,
to-
think about it
we
like
go on
that.
this journey of ours
brain
where
is
we're
a
learning
muscle.
about our kids and we're getting to understand
And the part of the
them
brain
and
that
their
we're really
needs, and we've
exercising
learned
and
a lot,
talking
we've
about is
grown
kind of
a lot
that,
in the
that
process.
frontal lobe piece.
Not
That's
everybody
where
has
executive
taken that
functions
journey,
sit.
and not everybody understands that. And so,
And young
as an
people
adult,
today,
if
with
we
the
can
amount of
not
information
only
they're expected
let
to
our
take in and
kids
hold
get
and
to
do
be
something with,
themselves, but
it's a
also
lot.
to protect
They're getting information
their
from all over the
ability to be
place,
themselves
including
from anybody
the
who
computer and technology and
maybe
social media.
unintentionally try to take that
So,
away from them.
you know, it really is
That's
no
super
wonder why
important.
sometimes their brain just
As
gets
always, consult
overloaded
your
and then they
physician
get
before
distracted by
trying
other
any of our
things.
products.
And
For more information,
this is just a
visit
situation where we can really
neuroneeds.com.
help our young people
We would appreciate
exercise
it
that
if you would
executive
like,
function
share, and
piece by
subscribe.
having them
Thanks for
do the
being part of
problem
our
solving
journey.
and figure out what is missing, what is wrong on their own.
Any
Yeah,
person
and
really.
what
when
I'm
I
hearing
think about
from
special
you
needs
is
kids,
this is particularly important
being
today
able to be
because
yourself,
that executive
that's the
function
best gift you
is
can give
is
them.
at such
That's
risk.
right. Just being
given
free
mobile
to,
phones
to,
and
to go
computers.
as you want to go
That
and do what
parents
you want
really
to do
need
and
to
have everyone
understand
say,
there's
I'm with
even
you.
more distractions
do
than
it.
when they
And
grew up
protecting
coming
that
at their children.
from relatives
I
or
talk-
friends who
I talk
may
about that all
not
the time,
value
and the
that.
fact that,
Because
you know,
kind of have to.
what we
We go
had
on this
to
journey of ours where we're learning
deal
about
with
our
and
kids
cope
and we're
with, it
getting
was
to
different.
understand
We
them
certainly
and
we
their
had
needs, and we've
stressors
learned
when
a
we were
lot. And we've
younger.
grown a lot. In
The
the
stressors
process.
were different.
Not everybody has taken that journey, and not everybody
But
understands
today,
that.
with
and
the
so,
advent of
as an
technology
adult,
and social
if we
media
can
and
not only
phones,
let our kids
really those
to be
things really are
themselves,
impacting
but
our kids. And we
also
have tons
to
of literature and
protect their
and
ability
data
to
to
be
support
themselves from anybody who
Yeah.
may
So I wanted to take
maybe
this conversation down a little
try to
different
take that
path
away from
now.
them.
Okay.
You know, Neuroneeds
That's
is a
super
big
important.
believer in
As
creating
always,
awareness
consult your
about
physician before trying
neurodivergence.
any of our
Mhm.
products.
So let's take that
For more
shoe scenario
information,
with a
visit
child that's
neuroneeds.com.
moderate or high
We would
functioning
appreciate it if you
with
would like,
autism.
share, and
Is
subscribe.
the reframing
Thanks
the
for being
same,
part of our
basically?
Sure, it is absolutely. I mean,
Any
you
person
know, the
really,
whole
but
movement.
when I think
What
about
I
special
love
needs
about
kids, being
thinking
able to be
about
yourself,
and teaching
that's the best gift you
neurodiversity
can give them.
That's
is
right.
that we
Just
really
being
are
free
celebrating
to go
individual
as you want to
strengths.
go and do as you want to do and have
Okay.
everyone say, I'm
And
with
so
you.
it's
Let's do
about
it.
it's about
And
helping
protecting
the
that
individual and the child
from
use their strengths.
relatives or
It's
friends
about
who
helping
may
them
not
to
value
problem solve on their own
because
they
kind
can
of have
do
to.
it.
We go on this journey
They
of
can do
ours
it.
where
It's
we're learning
not that
about our kids
individuals
and we're
on the
getting to
autism spectrum
understand
can't
them and their
problem
needs, and
solve.
we've learned a lot and we've
You
grown a
know,
lot.
we
in the
know that there's
process.
going to be some
Not
executive
everybody
function
has
struggles
taken
there,
that journey,
but they can
and
get
not
to
everybody
it. They can get
understands
to that
And
end.
so, as an
You know, they need
adult, if we
time,
can
they
not
need
only
practice.
let our kids
They might need
get to be
strategies that are very
themselves,
tailored
but
to
also
themselves.
to protect their
But they can
ability
do
to
it.
be
It's not that
themselves
they don't
from
want to.
anybody
Sometimes
who
they
may
freeze.
maybe
But sometimes the
unintentionally
anxiety
try to
component
take that away from
might
them.
kick in and take over.
That's super important.
But again, it's not that
As
they
always,
can't do it.
consult
And I
your
want to be very
physician
clear
before
about that.
trying any of our
Yeah,
products.
I agree.
For more
And you
information,
wrote about this
visit
to some extent
neuroneeds.com.
also when you
We
say,
would
look,
appreciate it if you would like,
we
share,
want
and
to create an
subscribe.
environment
Thanks for being
of
part of our
not
journey.
only executive function, but positive reinforcement, where
Any person
Where
really, but when I think
the
about
child
special needs
starts to
kids,
see them breaking
being
through
able to be
this
yourself,
being stuck
that's the
kind of
best
mentality
gift you
and
can give
making good
That's
decisions
right.
and
Just
being able to
free
handle things on their own.
To go as you want to
That-
go and do as
that's
you want to do and
so
have everyone
important for
say,
their
I'm
mental
with you.
well-being as well.
Let's do it.
and
And I
protecting
think, and I
that
absolutely,
from
and I think that
relatives or friends who may not.
so it can go one
value
of two
that.
ways.
Because
I talk a lot about
Kinda have
celebrating
to-
those small
we go on
victories.
this journey of ours where we're learning
You know,
about our
and it
kids and
doesn't
we're
always
getting to
have to be this-
understand them
this
and their needs.
big
And we've learned
event
a lot
that the
and we've
child
grown a
does or
lot
the
in the
child
process.
overcomes.
Not
It's
everybody has
about
taken that
all the
journey.
little things that add
Not
up
everybody
to
understands that. And so,
the bigger
as
event.
an adult, if we can not only,
I have some clients,
let
I
our
work with some
kids
clients that they
get to be
only see the
themselves,
big things.
but also to protect
Right? Nothing
their
else
ability to be
matters
themselves
unless they
from anybody
accomplish
who
this.
maybe unintentionally
And
try to take that away from
that's
them.
concerning for me.
That's super
That's
important.
concerning and because because
As always,
that tells me
consult
that they're
your
not
physician
able
before
to
trying
break down
any
and
of our
actually
products.
see the
For
accomplishments
more information, visit
that they are
neuroneeds.com.
doing towards
We
that
would
bigger
appreciate
thing
it if you would
all
like,
along
share,
the
and
way.
subscribe. Thanks for being
and
part
I
of our
think
journey.
that is part of the reason why we're seeing such an increase, say,
person really,
in
but
mental
when I
health
think about
concerns,
special
you know,
needs kids,
across this country, especially with our
being able to
neurodiverse
be yourself,
learners.
that's the best gift you can give them.
But
That's
my
right,
one
just being
my one
free
thing to
to
parents and
go as you
educators
wanna
out
go,
there
do what you wanna
is
do, and have
to
everyone
continue
say,
to
"I'm with
celebrate
you."
those small victories.
Let's do it.
And protecting
You know what's interesting
that
is
from
how we
relatives,
celebrate
friends who may not value
might be
that.
different for each
because
person.
kind of have to
Right?
we go on this
Some
journey
are
of
going to
ours
like
where we're
that.
learning
You know,
about
hey,
our
way to
kids
go!
and we're
Awesome
getting to
job! You're doing
understand
it.
them and their needs.
Others,
And we've learned
you
a lot
get
and we've
big
grown
like
a lot
that,
in the
if you draw
process.
too much
Not
attention to
everybody
that,
has taken that journey, and not everybody understands
they
that.
kind of
And
sink
so, as an adult, if we can not only
So those
let our
type of
kids
clients and those type of
get to
students, they
be
just might need a
themselves,
thumbs up.
but
They just might need
also
a smile.
to
They might need like a head nod,
protect their
right?
ability to be themselves
For them to
from
know, hey, you're
anybody who may
recognizing something.
maybe
People just want to be
unintentionally try to take that
recognized.
away from them.
And I think just as a
That's super
culture
important.
today, not to go off on
As
too much of a
always,
tangent,
consult your
but I think as a
physician before
culture,
trying any
we
of our
tend to
products.
forget that
For
it's
more
still
information,
good and
visit
okay to
Neuroneeds.com.
recognize those
We would
good
appreciate
things
it if you would
that
like,
students
share,
are
and
doing, that
subscribe.
colleagues are
Thanks for being
doing,
part of our journey.
that other people in the profession are doing.
Any person really, but
For
when I
me,
think about
that's what really
special
is going
needs
to
kids,
keep this momentum and keep this
being
field
able to be
going.
yourself,
Yeah, I
that's the
totally agree.
best gift you
One
can
thing,
give.
though, I think that's
right,
tough
just
that I
being
want to get
free
into a little bit,
to go as you
and it's
wanna
an
go and
undercurrent
do
to
as you
this,
wanna
is,
do, and have
and
everyone
it's very
say, "I'm
tough
with
as a
you."
parent, right? Because
Let's
you're
do
also
it.
interested is
And
being able to
protecting
read the
that
room. Like,
from
I
relatives
should know that
or
my
friends
kid
who may not
is stuck in his
value
head, and my
Because
strategies have to take that
kinda
into
have to-
consideration.
We
Because
go
as
on this
parents,
journey of ours where we're
we have
learning
this
about our kids and we're
idea that
getting to
I just want this
understand
problem
them
solved
and their
now.
needs, and we've
Get it
learned a
done.
lot and we've
So
grown
we
a lot in the
start
process.
barking,
Not everybody
and
has taken that
sometimes,
journey.
right? We're
And
setting
not
our kids
everybody
up for
understands
failure
that.
because
And
we're
so,
asking
as
them
an
to do
adult,
things
if we
that
can
we
not
know
only let our kids
it's not in their
get
wheelhouse.
to be
And some parents will
themselves,
say,
but
"Well, that's
also
tough luck."
to protect
They gotta
their
figure
ability
it
to be
out.
themselves
And
from
my
anybody
response,
who
as I've
may
learned talking to people like you, is
maybe unintentionally
let's set
try
them
to
up
take
for
that away
success.
from them.
We want them to get to that place,
That's
but they
super
don't have to do it my way.
As always, consult your physician before
Or
trying
on my
any of our
timeline.
products.
On my
For more
timeline, yeah, I
information,
struggle with
visit
that a lot.
Neuroneeds.com.
As do
We
I.
would
As
appreciate
do
it
I.
if you would
Because
like, share, and
I think as
subscribe.
time goes on,
Thanks
they're
for being
just
part
not
of our
going to
journey.
do it. And
Any
I
person
realize
really,
I'm
when I think
creating
about
so
special
much
needs kids,
stress and unnecessary
being able to be
attention to
yourself,
something
that's the
that they
best
now
gift
want to
you
run
can
away
give them.
from
That's
rather
right,
than deal
just being
with.
free to,
Yes.
to go
Yes,
as you
yes,
want to
yes.
go and do what
So
you want to
let
do.
me
and
share a
have
little
everyone
tip.
say, "I'm with you."
And this is almost
Let's
going to
do it.
sound a little,
And protecting
you know,
that
I just talked about the
from
impact social media and
relatives or
technology
friends
has
who
right
may
now
not
on our young
value
people.
that. Because
I think technology also
kinda
has
have
a
to-
place
we
today.
go on this journey of ours where we're
You know, I
learning
think it
about
has
our
a
kids
place
and
in
we're
our
getting to
society
understand
and
them
in
and
our
their
lives,
needs, and we've
especially
learned
if
a lot and
it's
we've
used
grown a lot
in
in the process.
a
Not
really
everybody has
positive
taken
way.
that journey, and not
So what I will
everybody
tell
understands
parents
that.
and what I
and
do,
so, as an adult,
right?
if we
So,
can not only let our kids
Sunday mornings.
get to
So
be
here we go. We're
themselves,
gonna get vulnerable
but
here.
also to
Sunday mornings, I go out and I
protect
grab
their
the groceries.
ability to be themselves from
And
anybody who may
I know that when I'm coming home,
maybe
I'm going to need help
unintentionally
unloading and putting all
try
the
to take
groceries
that away
away.
from them.
So what do?
That's super important.
Text my 3 kids.
As always, consult
Hey
your
guys,
physician
coming home
before
with
trying any
groceries.
of our products.
Be great for you to
For
be ready
more
to help.
information, visit Neuroneeds.com.
That gives them
We would
about
appreciate
that
it if
gives
you
them
would
about
like,
that
share, and
5-minute
subscribe.
prep time
Thanks for being part of our
to
journey.
know. Okay, Dad's coming home. I got to start either wrapping up what I'm doing.
Any person
or
really,
that's
but
not
when
that
I
kind
think
of
about
first step
special needs
reminder.
kids, being
Now
able
I
to
might
be
get
yourself,
home and still need to
that's
call
the
out, okay,
best
home,
gift you can give
come
them.
help.
That's right. Just being
But we've
free
prepped them.
to go as you want to go and do as
I've
you
given
want
them
to
kind
do
of a
and have
heads up.
everyone say, "I'm with you."
Now,
Let's
mine
do it.
are teenagers, right?
protecting
And
that
so they're
from
able to shift and
relatives or
transition a
friends
little bit
who
more.
may
It's also
not
part of the
value
routine.
that. Because
When you make things
kinda
part of
have
their
to-
habit
we
and
go
their
on this
routine,
journey of
you'll
ours where we're
notice that
learning
also
about our
helps
kids
a
and we're
lot.
getting to understand them
Right?
and their
Right.
needs,
A
and
little
we've learned a
strategies
lot
like
and we've
that.
grown
And
a
you
lot
know
in the
what? It takes me
process.
2
Not
seconds to
everybody
shoot a
has
quick
taken that
text
journey,
before I leave the
and
parking
not
lot.
everybody understands that. And so, as an adult,
And I know
if
in
we
my
can
head,
not
I may
only
have to go home and
let our
still give that
kids
other verbal
get to be
reminder.
themselves, but
right.
also
It gets the kids
to
thinking that,
protect
okay,
their
I know I'm
ability
going
to
to
be
need to shift
themselves
and do
from
something.
anybody who may
Got Got it. Yeah, makes sense.
Maybe unintentionally.
Actually, and
try to
that
take
leads
that
me
away
into
from
another
them.
area, which is
That's super important.
there's other people in the room.
As always,
So when we're
consult your
talking
physician
to
before
the
trying
daughter
any
coming
of
down
our
the stairs,
products.
have you forgotten
For more
something? There
information,
could be another
visit
kid watching
neurologies.com.
Absolutely.
We would
or
appreciate
hearing.
it if you would like,
So
share, and
there are
subscribe.
implications
Thanks for being part
beyond
of our
that
journey.
child, right?
Mm-hmm.
In terms of
Any person
Are we
really,
going to
but
treat
when I
them the
think
same
about
way?
special
Are the
needs kids,
expectations the same?
being able to be yourself.
And how does that
that's
play
the
out to some
best
extent?
gift you can
Especially
give.
with
That's right.
neurodivergent
Just being free
families.
to
This can
go
be
as you want to
very
go and
tricky.
do as you want to do.
You know,
and have
I
everyone
think that
say,
let's
"I'm with
just
you."
let's just put it out there
Let's
right
do
now
it.
that
And protecting that.
I am an advocate
relatives
for
or friends
any of
who may
these
not
type of
value
strategies. You know, I think
Because
it's good teaching. I think
kinda
it's
have
good
to-
parenting.
We go on this journey
These
of ours where
strategies
we're
can
learning
be
about our
used
kids and
for
we're
your
getting to
child,
understand
say,
them
on
and
the
their
autism
needs, and we've
spectrum,
learned a lot and we've grown a lot in
and
the process.
or you know,
Not
you're
everybody
kind of
has
quote
taken
unquote
that journey,
neurotypical.
and not everybody
You know,
understands
which,
that.
by
And
the
so,
way,
as an adult, if we can not only let our kids,
you know, I'm very
get to be
curious in terms
themselves,
of
but
in the next
also
5-10
to
years,
protect
what that
their
definition of
ability to be
neurotypical is going
themselves
to be.
from anybody who may,
Because even I find myself,
maybe
you know,
unintentionally,
with all the
try to
strategies I
take that
have
away
in my
from them.
back pocket, I'm using them really for
That's super
all
important.
for all
As
my
always,
kids, and
consult your physician before
and
trying
it works
any of
and it
our products.
helps.
For more
I think how you
information, visit
structure
neuroneeds.com.
supports and how you
We would
structure
appreciate it if you would like, share, and subscribe.
some interventions
Thanks for
may
being
look
part of our
different,
journey.
obviously. But for instance,
Any person
each child
really,
is
but
going
when I
might
think
need a
about
little bit of
special needs
accommodation.
kids,
You know, might need a little bit of
being able to be yourself,
prep.
that's the
You know, to
best
help them
gift you can
shift or
give.
transition.
That's right.
You
Just
know,
being free.
we're in the
to go
process
as
of
you
college
want to go and do
and
as you want to do, and have everyone say,
getting
"I'm
things
with
done
you."
along a timeline.
Let's do it.
You know, so my daughter's
protecting
got
that
accepted to
from
college, and she has things
relatives
get
or
done,
friends
and
who may
she's also
not value
graduating.
that.
It's a very
Because
anxious time.
Kind
Right
of have to. We go on this
A
journey
lot of
of
things
ours
coming
where we're
at her.
learning about our kids and we're getting to
I
understand
know
them and their needs. And
automatically,
we've learned a lot.
I have
We've grown a
to
lot in
kind
the
of
process.
frame
Not
when
everybody
and
has
where
taken
and
that
how I
journey.
do things.
And not
And
everybody
that's okay.
understands that. And
Because
so,
if
as
I
an
push
adult,
her
if
too
we can
much,
not only
guess
let
what?
our kids
She's gonna shut down.
get to be
That's right.
themselves, but
And nothing's gonna get
also
done.
to protect their ability
So
to be
I
themselves
think
from anybody
I mean
who
the
may
topic of siblings
maybe
and is a really
unintentionally
interesting
try to
one. It's
take
something
that
I
away
have
from them.
a really
That's
vested
super
interest in.
As always, consult
But I
your
also
physician
think
before
that
trying
good
any of our
parenting, good
products.
teaching
For more
allows
information,
for some of
visit
these structures
neuroneeds.com.
and
We would appreciate
interventions
it if you would
to really
like,
be
share,
used
and
with everybody.
subscribe. Thanks for being part of
Yeah,
our
I
journey.
mean, one of the things that comes to my mind is
Any person really, but when I think about special needs
the
kids,
kids with technology are distracted,
being able to
and
be
so
yourself,
Mhm.
non-technology
that's the
time
best
at
gift you can
home,
give them.
That's
Ooh.
right. Just being
real
free to
bona fide
to go as
family
you want to
time.
go and do
Is
what
that
you
is
want
that
to do, and have everyone
is that a
say, "I'm with you."
manageable,
Let's do it.
realistic approach
And
in today's day
protecting
and
that
age? So, for example,
From relatives
time,
or friends who
and
may not
you know,
value
and I see kids,
Because
neurodivergent or not,
kind of have
at
to. We go on
restaurants
this journey
watching
of ours
videos.
where
That's
we're
how they
learning
keep
about
their
our
kids
kids and
quiet
we're getting
today.
to understand
Sure.
them and their
And,
needs, and we've learned a lot. And
I'm
we've
of the
grown a lot in
generation
the
like,
process.
okay, well,
Not
the
everybody
parents
has
want their
taken that
quiet time,
journey,
but are
and
they
not everybody
setting
understands
themselves
that. And
up
so, as an adult,
Yeah.
if we can not
for the
only
inability
let our kids
Yeah.
to
get to
get
be
their kids
themselves,
to
but
transition
also to
into a place where they can do
their
things
ability to
without
be themselves from
needing
anybody
that
who
kind of
may
distraction.
maybe unintentionally
I think
try to take that
two
away
things.
from
I
them.
think
That's
this
super important.
provides not
As
only
always,
distraction,
consult your
but actually
physician
also
before
provides
trying any of
a
our
high level of
products.
anxiety.
For more
Right? As soon
information,
as you try to
visit
take this away or
neuroneeds.com.
you know
We would
indicate, let's
appreciate
put
it
this
if you would
away
like,
for now.
share, and subscribe.
That's like
Thanks for being part of our journey.
really struggling with that for many of our clients.
Any person really,
But it comes
when I
down
think
to
about
creating
special needs
routines
kids,
and habits.
being
It
able
really
to be
For
does.
instance,
yourself,
you asked
that's
about
the
the family
best
dinner
gift you can
and
That's right. Just being free
some of those routines
to
at night.
go as you want to go and do as you
we
want to
know
do,
that
and
our
have
culture and
everyone
our
say, "I'm
society
with you."
today maybe
Let's do it.
is not like
and
it was
protecting that
15,
from
20, 25 years
relatives
ago,
or friends who
where
may
family
not
dinners
value
might
that.
have been more
Because kind of
common.
have to.
They
We go
still
on this
happen.
journey
They
of
still
ours
do,
where we're
which is
learning
I
about our
think is
kids
great.
and we're getting to understand them and their needs, and we've learned a lot. And
But
we've grown
when
a
you
lot in
have
the
those
process.
certain
Not everybody has
parts of
taken
your
that
day
journey, and
and
not
your
everybody
time,
understands that.
it is
and
okay
so, as
to
an
make
adult,
those
if
kind
we
of
can not only
expectations
let
of,
our kids
hey, we don't have
get to be
we don't have the
themselves,
phones
but
technologists
also
at the
to
table or at the
protect their
island, wherever
ability
y'all
to
may
be
eat.
themselves from anybody
Here's
who
the hard
may
part, though.
maybe
You as the
unintentionally
adult and you as the
try to
parent
take
have
that
to
away
model.
from them.
Yeah, you do.
That's super important.
Yeah.
That means your phone has to go away too.
As always, consult your
That means
physician
my phone has to
before
go away too,
trying any of
and
our
I can't
products.
worry about who's
For more
texting me or
information,
is
visit
it an emergency
neuroneeds.com.
right now or what's
We would
happening.
appreciate it if you would
I will
like, share,
check
and
my phone when I'm
subscribe.
done with dinner with my
Thanks
kids.
for being part of our journey.
So I think that modeling piece.
Any person really, but when I think about special
I think
needs
two
kids,
things. Kids need to see that adults can
being
separate
able
from
to
their
be
phones.
yourself, that's the best gift you
And
can give
I
them.
think,
That's
I
right.
think
Just
kids
being
need
free
to model
to
and see
go
that
as you want to
adults
go and do as you want to do and have
can
everyone
figure out
say,
how
I'm
to
with
use
you.
downtime
Let's do it.
And
without
protecting
their
that.
phones.
Yeah, because where I'm going with this is
or friends who may not
maybe kids are
value
de-stressing
Because
watching silly
kinda have
videos.
to-
Instead,
We go on
maybe
this
this
journey
is
of
for
ours
a
where
time
we're
for them
learning
to
about
talk
our kids and we're
to you,
getting
the
to
parent, about
understand
things
them
that are
and their
bothering
needs,
them,
and
so
we've
we
learned
can
a
better
lot, and we've grown a
understand
lot in the
what's
process.
going on with
Not
them and
everybody
how to
has taken
interact
that
with them,
journey.
right? Maybe
And not
we're
everybody
losing
understands
that
and
a
so,
big
as an adult,
relationship
if we
piece
can not only let
by
our
saying,
kids
just look
get
at
to
the
be
phone.
themselves,
That's
but
your
also
de-stress
to
default
protect
mechanism
their
rather than
ability to be
coming to me
themselves
as the
from
parent.
anybody who may
Yeah. No, absolutely.
maybe unintentionally
for a
try to
lot
take
of
that away
our
from them.
preteens, our
important.
teenagers,
As always,
they're
consult your
looking for
physician before
answers and they're
trying
looking
any of
for
our
advice
products.
through
For
that
more
phone.
information, visit neuroneeds.com.
And
We would appreciate it if you would
although
like,
I think
share,
it's very
and subscribe.
beneficial to have a
Thanks for being
community,
part of our
and
journey.
I know people need to have that. I know many people have
Any
found those
person
communities
really, but when I think
online.
about special needs kids,
It is still really important that
being able to be
they
yourself,
continue to
best
rely
gift
on
you can give
and
them.
know they
That's
have
right.
safe
Just
people
being free
and
to go as you want to go and do as you
loving
want to
people
do and
in
have
their own
everyone
life that
say,
sit
I'm
next
with
to
you.
them, that's sitting
Let's
next to
do
them
it.
at the dinner table.
And protecting that
They can also
from
provide the
relatives,
support
friends who may
and
not
the
value that.
the guidance,
Because
and it's not
kinda
just
have
done
to-
through.
we go on
through
this
the
journey of
computer,
ours
or
where
through
we're
the phone.
learning about our kids and we're
I
getting
agree.
to
I mean, we
understand them
started
and
this
their
with
needs, and we've learned a
allow
lot,
mental
we've grown a lot
exercises
in the
through everyday
process.
activities.
Not everybody
That
has taken
requires
that journey,
interaction between
and not
people.
everybody understands that. And so,
Between
as
people,
an adult,
between
if we
thoughts,
can not only
it
let our kids
it requires
be
making the
themselves,
time
but also to
actually
protect
put the
their
work
ability
in.
to be themselves from anybody who
Um,
may
It's really hard
maybe
for young people
unintentionally
today to
try to
be
take that away
okay
from them.
with
That's super
separating from things like their phone
As always, consult
or
your
the
physician
computer.
before trying any of our products.
I really think because
For
they
more
just don't know what to
information,
do, what else to
visit
do.
neuroneeds.com.
You
We would
know,
appreciate
there
it
was a
if you would
wonderful
like,
book that was
share,
written
and
a few years
subscribe.
ago called The
Thanks
Anxious
for being part of
Generation.
our journey.
And if people are not familiar with it, I absolutely
any person really, but
would
when I think
recommend
about
people
special
looking
needs
at it.
kids,
One of the things in there, and not
being
even
able to
talking
be
about
yourself,
technology, let's take
that's
a
the
step away from
best gift
technology
you
for
can give
a
them.
second.
That's right. Just being free to go
Around
as you want
play.
to go
Let's talk
and do
about
as
play
you want to do
for a
and have
second.
everyone say, I'm
I want
with
to talk
you.
about exercising
Let's do it.
our
And
mental
protecting
capacities.
from relatives
I don't think
or
kids know
friends
how to
who
play.
may not value
I think
that.
they much
kinda
rather look
have
at a
to-
screen.
We go on this journey of
And
ours where
play
we're learning about our
allows for
kids
that
and we're getting to
mental
understand them and their
flexibility and
needs,
that
and we've
mental
learned a lot, we've
strengthening.
grown a lot in the process. Not
And
everybody has
unfortunately,
taken that journey.
whether it's education,
And not everybody
whether
understands
it's
that.
time,
And so,
whether
as an
it's
adult, if
not
we
knowing what to
can
do
not
when you go
only
outside there and see
let
that
our
green grass,
kids get to be themselves,
we've moved away
but
from that, and I
also
think that's
to
really
protect
sad, actually.
their ability
Yeah,
to be themselves
I
from
want
anybody
to
who
maybe
may
conclude here because we've gone
maybe
over so much.
unintentionally try to take that away from them.
I find,
That's super
especially with
important.
neurodivergent kids,
As always,
That-
consult your physician
that's
before
really
trying
important
any of our
because
products. For more
the
information,
classroom
visit
structure is so
neuroneeds.com.
oriented
We would
towards a
appreciate
very
it if you
fixed
would
model,
like, share,
especially
and
for young
subscribe.
kids.
Thanks for
That
being
play
part of
can
our
be
journey.
so important for kids to de-stress
Any
and
person really,
unwind,
but when I think about
to
special
not
needs
have that,
kids,
and to be on the
being able to be
phones
yourself,
kind of dialed
that's the
up, and then
best
to go
gift
into
you
a
can
classroom
That-
or
that's
another
right, just
environment
being
with all that
free
structure.
to
It just
go
seems
as
like
you
we're,
wanna go
the
and
stress
do as you
levels
wanna
just
do and have everyone
building,
say, I'm with you.
building.
Sure.
Let's do it.
Absolutely,
And
right? And all that
protecting that
shifting. Think about all that
from relatives or
cognitive and
friends who
behavioral
may not
shifting that you were
value
just kind of
that.
talking about between
Because
environments,
kind of have
between
to.
contexts.
We go on this journey of ours where we're learning
I'm
about
a
our
big
kids and we're
advocate, and I
getting
talk
to
with a lot of
understand them and
schools,
their needs,
especially
and we've
schools
learned a
around
lot.
here,
We've grown
around
a lot in the
Connecticut,
process.
around the
Not
importance
everybody
of
has
play
taken that
and
journey,
being
and not
developmentally
everybody
appropriate
understands that.
in terms
And
of our
so, as
expectations.
an adult, if we can not
I think
only
we're expecting
let our
too much
kids
right now
get to be
from our
themselves,
3,
but
4, even
also
5-year-olds.
to protect
And when that
their
happens, when
ability
we
to be
overload their
themselves
brains
from
with too
anybody
much
who may
information, right?
maybe unintentionally try
It's
to
not
take
about
that away from them.
exercising it anymore. It's actually
That's
about
super important.
burdening
As
the
always,
brain.
consult your physician before
Right?
trying
And
any
when
of
we
our
compound
products.
it and we put
For
too
more
much on their
information,
brain,
visit
they're going to shut down, and we
neuroneeds.com.
see see more
We
behaviors.
would
We see
appreciate it
more
if you would like, share, and
things that
subscribe.
look
Thanks for
oppositional.
being part of our journey.
And right now, you know, we have a really high rate of
when I
school
think about
refusal and
special needs
truancy.
kids, being able
So
to be
I think
yourself,
this is all
that's
kind of,
the
you know, as we
best
talk
gift you
about
can give.
exercising,
That's right.
you know,
Just being
our
free
mental
to
capacities,
go as you want to
we
go,
need
and
to
do
do
as
it
you
in a
want to do,
smart
and have
way.
everyone say, "I'm with you."
We need
Let's
to do
do
it
it.
in a way that is
And
developmentally
protecting that
appropriate
from
for
relatives
our young
or
ones.
friends who may not
And we
value
need to
that.
be the models for that.
Because
Yeah,
kind
I
of
mean,
have to. We go on this journey
we've
of
covered a
ours
lot
where
of
we're learning
ground. I
about
mean,
our kids and we're getting to
I think
understand them and their needs, and we've
the
learned
other
a lot
issue
and we've
today,
grown a
and
lot in the process.
I think
Not
maybe this
everybody
is
has
on me
taken
and,
that
all,
journey,
and some of the parents,
and
is
not everybody
we know too
understands
much
that.
about our
And so,
kids.
as an
I
adult,
laugh.
if we
I
can not
laugh.
only
You know,
let
like
our
a
kids
friend of mine
get
says,
to be
we
themselves,
were watching Leave It to
but
Beaver, and
also
every
to
episode he does
protect
something
their
stupid and
ability
gets
to
in
be
trouble.
themselves from anybody who
Has our
may
tolerance for kid making
maybe
mistakes and
unintentionally
learning
try
through
to take that away
mistakes
from them?
gone
That's super
down
important.
so dramatically
As
that our
always,
kids are
consult your
being,
physician
to your
before
point,
trying any of our
overregulated,
products.
problems are
For
being
more information,
oversolved.
visit neuroneeds.com.
We just got to let them
We would
stumble and
appreciate it
bubble,
if you would like,
neurodivergent,
share, and
neurotypical
subscribe.
or not.
Thanks for being part of our
And
journey.
it's okay to I have failed at
Any
some point
person
in my
really,
life.
when
I'm
I
sure
think
you
about
have.
special
Many
needs
times.
kids,
I'm sure most of our
being able
listeners
to be
have.
yourself,
And
that's
hopefully,
the best gift you can give.
hopefully we have
That's
learned
right.
from
Just
those
being
bumps.
free
Hopefully we've
to
learned from
go
those
as you want to go,
those
and do as you want to
missteps.
do, and have everyone say, "I'm with
And
you."
that is
Let's
critical.
do
That's
it.
a life skill.
And protecting that
That is a
from
life skill. We're
relatives
so
or
concerned
friends
about
who may not
helping
value
young
that.
people be
Because
positive
have to-
influences and
we go
making
on this
positive
journey of ours
contributions
where we're
to
learning
society.
about our kids and we're getting to understand
Part of
them and
doing
their
that,
needs,
though,
and we've learned a lot and
is
we've grown a
learning
lot
from
in the process.
our mistakes.
Not everybody has
learning
taken
from our
that journey,
failures.
and not everybody understands
Encouraging
that.
and helping
so,
students
as an
and
adult,
children
if we
through
can not
what
only
is known as kind of the
let our
productive
kids
struggle
get to be themselves, but
is
also
a
to
huge
protect their ability to be
developmental
themselves from anybody
piece that
who
I
may
think sometimes we miss.
maybe
Yeah,
unintentionally
I want
try
to
to
end
take
on
that
this
away
note.
from them.
I definitely want to get you back
That's
because
super
we could
important.
go on for hours.
As always, consult your physician
big-
before
The
trying
big lesson,
any of
right,
our
is life's
products.
a process.
For more information,
Life is-
visit
It
neuroneeds.com.
rolls up and
We would
down.
appreciate it if you would like, share,
It
and
rolls
subscribe.
up and down, and
Thanks
we
for being part of
continue
our
to
journey.
learn. We continue to learn about
Any person really, but
neurodiversity.
when I think about
We
special
continue
needs
to
kids,
learn about
being
how
able to
children
be
are
yourself,
taking in information,
that's
how
the
their brains
best
are
gift
working.
you can give them.
That's right. Just
One of the
being
things I tell
free
my clinicians
to go
and even
as you
my
wanna
students
go,
up at
do
the
as you
University of
wanna
Hartford
do,
all
and
the
have
time
everyone say, "I'm
is
with
that
you."
your best
Let's do
teachers
it.
are
And
going to be the
protecting that
parents and the children
from
and the students you
relatives
work
or
with.
friends who may not value that.
Continue to think
Because
about,
kinda have
parenting
to-
and,
We go on this
how you
journey of
approach
ours
each
where we're
child,
learning
because each
about
child's
our
a little
kids and we're
different.
getting to understand them and their needs, and we've learned a lot and we've
just
grown a lot in
continue
the process.
to be
Not
that good
everybody has
model that they
taken that
need.
journey, and not
Agreed.
everybody
I mean,
understands that. And
The one thing
so,
that comes
as an
through
adult,
loud and
if we
clear to
can
me
not
is
only
this.
let our
This sounds
kids
maybe sounds strange.
get to be
Is
themselves,
a
but
joy
also
in
to
letting your kids
protect
fail.
their
It's
ability
okay.
to be
It
themselves
doesn't mean
from anybody who
you're
may
doing something wrong and
maybe
they're doing
unintentionally
something wrong.
try to take that away
It's
from them.
it's normal. It's
That's
part of
super
the
important.
process. It's okay.
As always,
Right?
Yes.
There's a
consult
kind
your
of
physician before trying any
a
of our
relief that
products.
comes
For
once you
more
acknowledge
information,
this.
visit neuroneeds.com.
Yes, and I think for
we would
me, I
appreciate
think
it if you
the
would like,
biggest
share,
thing
and subscribe.
is to
Thanks for being part of our
is
journey.
to have young people struggle,
Any person
potentially
really, but
fail
when I think about
sometimes,
special needs
but
kids,
recognize that those
being
people
able to be
around them
yourself,
that
that's the
are their safe
best
people,
gift you can give them.
that are the people
That's
that
right.
love
Just
them
being
and care
free
for them, they're
to
still
go
going to
as
be
you
there.
want to go and do as you want to do and have everyone
They're not
say,
going
"I'm
anywhere.
with you." Let's do it.
They're not
And
judging you
protecting
based
that
on one mishap.
From relatives
So
or
I
friends who may not
think
value
those things
that.
are critical in child development
Because
today.
kind of
Well,
have
this is
to.
wonderful.
We go on this
I
journey of ours
I
where we're
definitely
learning
wanna
about
get
our
you
kids
back
and we're getting
and
to
would love to
understand them and their
delve
needs,
into
and
this
we've
a
learned a
lot
lot
more.
and we've grown a lot in the process.
Especially
Not
I think
everybody has taken
in
that
the
journey,
field of autism,
and
which
not
Neuroneeds
everybody
is
understands
particularly
that.
interested
And
in.
so, as an
It's more
adult, if we
challenging
can
for
not
some parents,
only
but
let our
what we've said
kids
today
get to be
still
themselves,
applies.
but also to
Absolutely,
protect
absolutely, and
their
that's why I
ability
love
to be
this field.
themselves from
I think this field
anybody
is
who
growing a
may
lot. I think we
maybe
continue to grow and we
unintentionally
continue
try
to
to take
learn.
that away from them.
Every client
super
I work with,
As always,
no
consult your
matter
physician
what
before
their
trying any of our
cognitive functioning
For more
maybe, or their
information,
language
visit
level maybe,
neuroneeds.com.
all have
We
beautiful
would appreciate
strengths.
it if you would like, share, and
And I
subscribe.
think we need
Thanks
to
for being
continue to
part of our
recognize
journey.
that and realize that and celebrate it.
Exactly.
any person.
Well, thank you,
really,
Dr.
but when I
Chris,
think
and
about
I look
special
forward
needs
to
kids,
meeting with you again. This has
being
been
able to be
really,
yourself,
I think, inspirational.
that's the best kid.
Well, thank you for having me on, and
That's right.
I'd be
Just
happy to
being
come back
free
anytime.
To
Okay,
go
thanks
if you
so
want
much.
to go and do what you want to do, and have everyone say, "I'm with you."
As always,
Let's do
consult
it.
your physician
And
before
protecting
trying
that
any of our products.
from
For more
relatives or
information,
friends
visit
who may not
neuroneeds.com.
value that.
We would appreciate
Because
it if you would like, share,
kinda
and
have to-
subscribe.
We go on this
Thanks for
journey
being
of
part
ours
of our
where we're
journey.
learning about